Ladies and gents, what's going on? By following this guide, you will make more money, die much less, and overall become a better PVMer. Here's my easy guide to defensive abilities in RuneScape 3. If you learn these abilities like the back of your hand, you will become the Incredible Hulk, tanking damage like no one's business. The most important skill here is learning to juggle all these abilities that I'm about to tell you. Another important thing is the tier of your shield affects the length of an ability. Perks can affect this too, like the Turtling Shield perk or the Enhanced Devoted Armor perk. These will increase the amount of time of the effects. And lastly, I would highly suggest making an action bar just for these defensives, as they're useful for almost any fight. Here's an example of mine. Now, let's get into the abilities. The first one is Debilitate. You're going to kick your opponent in the crotch, and now they're going to deal 50% reduced damage. It's really good for higher damage attacks, and it costs some adrenaline, but you can use it while you're dual wielding your weapons. Next is Devotion. Whatever overhead protection prayer you are currently using, it's going to reduce that damage style to 1. So if you pray against melee, then you use Devotion, all incoming melee hits become 1. It's going to cost some adrenaline, but it's going to save you a lot of food. The next is Anticipate. You become immune to stuns, and you take a little less damage for 10 seconds. You can spam this, and it gives you adrenaline. The thing that goes hand in hand with Anticipation is Freedom. It's going to clear all your current stuns and bleeds, as well as make you become immune to stuns for 6 seconds. This will give you adrenaline. Next is Resonance. The next enemy attack is converted into a heal for the player. So the bigger the damage, the bigger the heal. Super useful for higher level bossing. And this will give you adrenaline. Preparation. When taking damage, your cooldown for Resonance is lessened. This is really good for higher level bossing. It also gives adrenaline. Next is Revenge. The more damage you receive, the more damage you deal. This is awesome when you want to just shield camp and you want to deal damage. It also costs some adrenaline. Next is Reflect. When you receive damage, typeless damage included, it's reduced by 50% and it reflects some of that damage back to your attacker. This is also awesome for shield camping as it's free damage. It's great for learning bosses as well, if you're trying to work on the timing of certain attacks, and this costs adrenaline. Lastly, and the best ability in the whole game, this ability is Barricade. You become a Jagex moderator. No. You become immune to all damage for up to 10 seconds. It's great for buying time when you start panicking in a boss and you just need to eat or figure out your next move. It is an ultimate ability, so it costs 100 adrenaline. Anyway, that's pretty much it. There are a lot more abilities for defensives, but I think this is the best recap of all the most basic abilities that you're going to want to know if you're beginning in PVM. Or if you just want a refresher. There's a lot to read, so maybe you just need someone to run it through with you, which is fine. Alright, all I gotta say is keep practicing and you will get better over time. Have a great rest of the day and good luck.
Yes! Yeah, boy!